Hi everybody, it's Maria, aka Scrapbook Nut 2002, and I wanted to just do a quick project share with y'all. And today I am sharing a journal that I made. It is a Michaels journal that I got. It was on clearance for $2.50. I wanted to originally paint it pink because pink's my favorite color, but then I noticed when I got home and opened it that the inside pages had this design on them, and so I could not do pink really because you can also see it from the edges. So, well, not this edge, but the top and the bottom. So I said, okay, you know what? I'll do a tealish, bluish, turquoisey color because that's a really beautiful color too. And so that's what I went with. And this is what I came up with. So let me start with, I covered it with paper first, and the paper that I used was this gorgeous paper. This paper is by Authentique, and the line is, let's see, let me look at it this way. Collection Flourish Plume Two-Sided Paper. And that's the paper, and that's the back of the paper. And I covered the book front and back. Sorry, getting cloudy. And then the inside I covered too. And I covered that one. Let me see, I grabbed that off the floor here. I covered that one with this paper. And there's the back of that. And this paper is called Once Upon a Springtime Collection Flight of Fancy. And that's by Graphic 45. So those two papers. Then on the front, I took some lace and I wrapped it from just around the front here to around the back. And then I added another piece of lace there. And that lace is actually this. It's so gorgeous. It's vintage lace. I got it, it was gifted to me from my mom, who got it from another friend from an estate. The lady passed and she gave everything to her friend who, again, already I told you the whole thing, passed, down from one person to the next, and I got a whole bunch of it. It's super gorgeous. Okay, so then I got one of these frames that was on clearance from Michaels, the flat frames like this, if you can see it, and I put it up on pop dots. Of course I painted it. Then I used Martha Stewart paints and some Americana paints, and I mixed them together, and I got this gorgeous blue tealish color. And then I went over it with some homemade what is this stuff? The pet texture kind of paste. And I learned how to make that from Tamika, who has Scrapped a World. And that came out great. And then I let it dry, and then I went over it with just the green pearlized Martha Stewart color paint. And then I used some trim around the edge. And this is new trim from over at Wild Orchid Crafts, which I love their stuff. Gorge, gorge, gorge. And then I added some flowers to it. Most of the flowers are from Wild Orchid Crafts. In fact, I think all of them except this one is a Recollections flower. And let's see, any others? I don't think. And the leaves are Recollections. And then some of the filler little flower, like in here I have little filler flowers. And back behind here I have little filler flowers. Some of those are Recollections, but mostly it's Wild Orchid Crafts. Okay, I made this stick pin. This stick pin is just a cute flower bead, and I put a little hanging charm off of it, and some pearl and stuff, and I love that. Then I made some dangles. I learned how to do this kind of dangle right here with the flower on it from Wild Orchid Crafts. I learned how to do that from Nurse Tara 04. Her videos are fantastic, and I love how that dangle came out. And that goes in, let me see if I can show you here. So that's where the bookmarker is, and that's where I put the dangles. See? Okay. And then I put some little, you know, sparklies, and then I colored a Prima image. I don't have any girl images or doll images really. This is the closest I've got to anything like that, and I'm not a great colorer, but I just thought I'd take a you know, go at it, and I really love how it came out, especially since I hardly ever color. And this is the stamp that I used by Prima, and a super cute stamp. Okay, and then for the name portion down here where I put my name, it is, put this down, one of these, and this is a Mod Melts mold, and you can use it over and over and over. That's what I love, love, love about these mod meld molds. Sorry, tongue twister. So I actually use the mod mold, melts the white sea glass, and I melted it in there. I did a few of them in case I made any mistakes. I let them dry real good, couple hours, so that they were hard. Then I put them inside a little bowl. I poured some, what was it? It was silver alcohol ink. And then on top of that, Martha Stewart paint. Mixed it in there real good, let it dry for a little bit, and then I used some glossy accents to glue it onto the book. Love how that came out. I use those all the time for different projects. And then, you know, various pearls and things from my stash. And on the inside, like I said, I used that graphic 45 paper, and then some trim I got at Michael, some blue washi. And then I'm just going to use the book for putting things in here that I want to, swaps I want to be in, birthday gifts I want to make, things like that. So I love how that book turned out. Really fun journal. Then one other thing I had been working on. Love how this came out too. I'm happy with projects lately. It's been fun. Is this cute little thingy. It's like in a little accordion file. And this is, it opens like that. Okay, and then it's got tabs. Cute. The paper is Prima paper, except for the cardstock, which is Coordinations, and it has I cut a bunch of file tabs to go inside of here, and I'm going to use it for keeping my passwords in, because I am terrible with my memory. So I'm just going to keep all my passwords in there. I just take a card, write who it's for, and the password. So on this one, it's a silhouette cutting file. You can go on silhouetteamerica.com, and I just decorated it with some pearl trim and some paper, some flowers that I had from downtown, and little leaves from there as well. And then this is a big flower I got from Suha Fuha on Etsy, and then pearl I had from my stash. And I used some Tim Holtz white